Hey guys, so this video is going to be really long, but a lot of you have asked me about, what it's like to have a gay father and how my mom feels about it, and you've seen Motherly Mondays. Well, this video you finally get to meet my dad and my dad's boyfriend Artie. And you're going to meet my grandmom also. It's a really good family video and it gives a lot of information, so I know it's long, but it's pretty entertaining, so I hope you check it out and let me know what you think. Alright, and if any reality show casting people are looking for us, we're ready. Alright, so Dad and Artie.
Yeah.
You guys have been together now for...
almost a week.
I thought it was almost 11 years.
Father's Day.
But not in a row.
Be 11
Not in a
years.
row.
No.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Every other month
Oh.
we break up. Gives us
So
a
you do the
reason
Facebook relationship type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been together since 2001.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Right after 9/11, boy was that an omen.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so Dad and Artie, people on my YouTube channel, a lot of them are struggling with coming out and they're recently out. Alright, so Dad, you used to be married to Mom and they've met Mom a couple of times, but obviously you came out after that. What is your advice to anybody that's struggling with coming out?
Yeah, that's a very personal decision, and you have to be comfortable in your own skin and comfortable with who you are. And for a lot of people, such as me, I'm older, it took longer for me to come to that realization, to even realize who I was and what I was. You really can't find peace within yourself trying to live a double life. It doesn't work. You have to be honest with who you are.
Artie, what would you say?
I
you're-
wasn't married, so I don't know.
Well, you're pretty much married at this point, I say.
Yes, this is true. What would I say? I would say that life is entirely too short. You could get hit by a bus or get cancer tomorrow. You need to follow your heart and do what it is that makes you happy. Because in the end, when all is said and done, all the people that you're ever so worried about, being concerned about whether or not you're gay, really don't make a difference.
So Nathan Lane here is a little bit less, reserved about it, and then
Yep.
Robin Williams is more, this is our birdcage version.
Birdcage too.
Yeah, exactly. So, Dad, Artie, you guys have said that if Marilyn passes gay marriage, you're going to come down here and get married. And Chad's the flower girl, so I have to find a different. I have to find a different position I get to be.
We can have the ring bearer be a flower girl too.
How do you feel about marriage possibly being passed, at least here in Maryland? Because you live in Georgia now, so it wouldn't be there, but it'd be here.
Well, and we could go to New York, we could go to Washington, D.C., but Maryland is always home for us, even though we live in Georgia. And of course, if we wait for gay marriage to be passed in Georgia, we'll both be in the grave. But, it was
At least
special
20
to us
years.
because this is home.
Yeah, those are our gay Twinkie
There you go,
boyfriends.
brothers.
What'd you say, Artie?
Those are our gay Twinkie boyfriends.
Oh, okay. So, Dad,
But
you
they
are.
work cheap.
They work cheap. I'm not even gonna ask.
$6 an hour.
$6 an hour.
Uh-huh.
Dad, if you could give any advice to people in the gay community, what would you say?
Advice regarding what?
Anything like being safe when engaging in sexual acts, relationships, things like
I
that.
think the biggest problem we have in the gay community, unlike other groups that are discriminated against, is it's very easy for us to hide. We don't have a mark on our foreheads that says that, and everybody that stays in the closet hurts all of us.
Right.
You just have to be who you are. And the problem is the community is not organized. We're not structured like the civil rights movement was. And some of us, live comfortably. We're not in danger of losing our jobs. And so when it comes time to march or to protest, what? So what? I'm not married. But that is the biggest problem. Is there's a lot of apathy in the gay community.
Other mother over here.
Yeah.
What was your I said if you could give any advice to the gay community on same topic as Dad, what would you say?
Ditto, basically. No, I agree. I mean, it's very easy for gay people to hide in the closet. And, people often say, I don't know any gay people. Trust me, you do. You may not know, or they may not want you to know that they're gay. But just like anything else, we are sort of everywhere. And, it makes it tough for everybody.
I want to interrupt. I would just like to know, how far back am I allowed to go for child support?
How far back?
Because I knew him when he wasn't making a whole lot, and now it's like...
So, Mom, you and Dad are friends now, aren't you?
Yes.
You're good friends?
Yes.
Oh, and here comes my grandma. We get another special guest.
I didn't get an answer on the child support. I'm just going to let it go.
Did you know before Dad came out? Did you know that he was gay?
Not really. I just thought he had feminine traits here and there.
And how do you feel
And
about?
I know he got teased. I went to the ball game with you. And who was the female you worked with? She might have been like a supervisor.
At Larson, short hair like mine.
Yeah, I can't
And I remember how she, yelled out. It was embarrassing to me. She yelled out and made fun of your father, the way he ran up the steps or something at the ball game.
Right.
And I felt sorry for him.
How do you feel about having a gay grandson?
It doesn't bother me. The only thing bothered me with you, Shane, was you talked about it too much in front of too many people.
I thought
And
it was
I
just
was
very
afraid
unsafe
because
the way he came out.
I thought it was very unsafe.
Dad, a lot of people always ask me when I tell them that I have a gay dad, they always think, oh, you guys, he must think it's awesome that you're gay. And I told them, you really didn't care. Is it different having a gay son versus a straight son for you?
No, no difference at all. And, I called your mother and said, hey, got one. But, no, it was not. It's not what I would have wished for you, Shane. No parent wants their children to have to go through any pain and discrimination and hatred and being treated any differently. No parent wants that.
So I got the gene from Daddy, like father, like son.
Probably. Well, Daddy got it. I don't know where Daddy got it from.
Yeah.
Although I think it was your mother, because she insisted the whole time she was carrying you that your name was Tiffany. Remember, it was Tiffany. As I said, what is he?
Was it Tiffany?
Wasn't it Tiffany?
I thought it was
You wanted
Rainbow
to
and
name
Bug
the
Tree.
Girl Tiffany. You wanted
I
to
just
name
wanted
a
a
girl
girl. I just
Tiffany.
thought I'd give
And
it a
she
whirl.
swore that was you. So
Well, Melody's kind of close. So you got Melody.
You are right. I would like to say, and I believe I have said this on all our Motherly Mondays things that we have done, but I really do mean this. I would, now that I've been, kind of thrown in, when Sue came out, and it was difficult because it was a shock when Gil came out, but then, and I didn't know what to do, and then when you came, it's like, oh my gosh, once I finally got over all that, it's like, and it was a lot to take. It was like,
sure.
what do I do with this information?
Absolutely.
I don't know what to do with this information. And how do I raise these children knowing this? But the point is, I swear this is the truth. There's the gay people that I know, and I work with some and be related. I'd much rather be around those gay people than a lot of straight people.
I agree.
Lazy,
I agree.
don't tell the truth, don't care about people's feelings. So, I have been educated.
Well, you definitely got used to a lot of stuff with me, and then going with Dad, that's got to make it easier.
Everybody goes through that process. I mean,
Well, I don't think most mothers go through having a gay husband and then a gay son.
Well, no, you'd be surprised. No,
That's my
happens.
reality show selling point
But
right
the
there.
point is, you get to know somebody for who you think they are, and then that changes, and that's a shock to everybody. I mean, my mother, who has been very supportive of me, I can tell you that she was shocked and not particularly amused when I came out back in '84, I think. And, you have to give people time to adjust to things like that. Even though I think a lot of gay people expect that they're going to come out and everyone's going to jump for joy, because that process has been going on in your head for a long time.
Right.
And so you've had time to adjust, you've had time to think about it, but you haven't given the person you're telling that same courtesy, that same time.
That's exactly
Right. Well, that's
So,
what.
it doesn't happen in 30 seconds. I don't know any gay people that said, I woke up one day and I was gay.
Right.
Right.
I don't. They may be out there. I personally have never met one, and I know a lot of gay people.
A lot of problem with that is, and you hear people say, your brothers never came to me and said, Dad, I'm straight. You don't have to, because that's what everybody thinks anyway.
Sure.
And people say, why do you have to come out? Why do you have to tell people? Because people have a expectation that you are something that you're not. And it's an affirmation. You're affirming who you are as a person, much more than just a gay person. My God, I'm my mother's son. I'm my brother's brother. I'm your father.
Right. You're more than just a gay person.
I'm a boss at work. There's a lot of things, but integral to who I am is my sexual orientation, as it is with anyone.
If gay marriage does pass in Maryland, which you're in support of, which is awesome,
Right.
will you go to the wedding that they do? Would you be in support of that?
Whose wedding?
Artie and I are going to come to Baltimore and be married if it's passed in
Is
Maryland.
that exactly what they would want? Can I walk you up the aisle?
Absolutely.
Remember, I offered to carry you up on my shoulders.
I remember this. I do remember this.
So, Mom, would you go?
Well, yes, I wouldn't expect. Now that would not be a whole nother reality show.
Oh, wouldn't it?
Like
That'd be
happily
hysterical,
divorced.
wouldn't it?
Do you watch Happily
Oh,
Divorced?
yeah,
I would
TV
go. I would
that's
be
like
honored to go. Yes,
Yep.
I would.
So that's pretty cool,
But
Mom. You go
that's-
from being married to your husband that comes out gay, and even though you struggle with it for a little bit, you would be in their full support when he gets married to
Well, I struggled with it for a long time.
Artie.
I'm almost out of counseling now.
Yeah.
I'm good. No, but
It wasn't easy.
It
I
wasn't
think
Shane,
easy,
if I had
but-
been here when your mother was married, I would have gone if I had been. I was very pleased.
Well, I know, but I'm saying it's rare that I think, being divorced, the divorce don't usually stay that close, and you guys are like friends.
Well, see, and we've told you this before. What your mother and I came to realize, and it wasn't an easy journey, it was very difficult, is that we loved you three boys more than we hated each other. And then we didn't hate each other. We were friends before we were married, and
That was beautiful.
we
No.
cared a great
Wow.
deal about
That was
each other.
beautiful. Don't share my sweater.
But then again,
Nah,
Darlene
that makes
and I were
sense.
just talking about the difference in the three boys, the three sons, how they took it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Brett, you couldn't even mention. He
Oh,
Brett would
I
have-
remember,
Brett would
yeah.
have nothing to do with me in
Brett
the
didn't know how to
beginning.
play.
No,
Yes.
I remember, yeah. I mean,
Chad,
always
Chad
on
was my
Chad.
biggest supporter.
Yeah.
Chad wanted to be with
because
me all
he
the
was
time.
with you from when
Sure.
he was 14.
And you, Shane.
I actually,
you know,
I was really, I was
Shane
upset
was
at you
beautiful.
because
well,
I
you,
want.
yeah, that's right. You were angry, and then
So
I mean,
sad.
you were so tight and close to your mother. My God, every time you would
Absolutely.
go with me, you'd cry. I want to go back to mommy.
Gil,
I mean, just
You had to
come
drag
and
me from the
visit.
bed one
always a
time,
mama's boy. Oh, bless his heart.
and that's
not
what.
so much that. See what I remember about the situation. He was so deeply hurt that he didn't have a daddy.
That
Mm-hmm.
was
He didn't have
around.
a daddy in the home.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
when they lived with me, when they moved, from the time they moved in, he was how old? 5?
Yeah.
I don't know, young. If the mailman would rap on the
Oh,
door
it
and
was
talk
pathetic.
to, or somebody from the school came
Somebody to
one
get his
time,
hair cut, the barber.
anybody that
Mommy,
talked
he'd
nice
be a
to
good one for
Donna,
you. He'd be
Ah!
nice.
the
He'd
boy
be a
would
nice
cry.
daddy.
He was serious.
And it was
He-
broke my heart.
And he would wake up during the night. Shane was extremely
Sensitive.
Oh yeah.
Which is
Very
what's
sad.
funny is because like I hated that he was gay for the reasons because I didn't have a father figure. That's all I knew gay was pretty much at the
Yeah, but,
time.
I mean, but
Well,
other
and
kids
let's be
do that.
completely honest here. Your mother has told me that when you were a baby, she dropped you on your head more than once. So, in the spirit of full disclosure, I'm just saying.
Well, I personally think that we have a nice little gay family affair, and I
No,
think
I think we have a great family relationship. I have a good relationship with all three of you. All three of you have an excellent relationship with Artie. And,
I
you
love
know, let's
Artie.
face it, in
That's
the
all.
beginning,
Hi.
Donna
Artie's
and
cool.
Dito loved Artie more than me. I think I got back into the fold through Artie.
it's true. Well, I think we need to contact Logo, Fox, NBC, ABC, all those people, MTV, because we got a show going on here.
There you go.
Dad, can we come film you in Georgia?
But absolutely.
Oh,
But you know,
you guys are always welcome in Georgia.
it really is. You know what? You can always. Family is always more important than the little separate things that divide us.
Right.
That this person likes this particular thing and somebody else doesn't. And it's no different than any other process that a family goes through, whether it's, a kid deciding that they want to drop out of high school or that they want to go to college or they want to marry somebody of a different race or whatever. People are going to have their disagreements, but at the end of the day, your family is an important thing. It's your support network and the people you turn to when things are not always at their best.
All right. Well, thank you, Artie. Thank you, Dad, Mom, Chad, and Brett for your wonderful cameo appearances, and Mom for all your opinions.
Yes, I have a lot of opinions.
Yep. All right.